How you can beat Wall Street. Hey everybody, Scott Walters. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. As a California licensed realtor in a euphoric Southern California market, I've been living in the Wild West. It has been insanity when it comes to working in real estate. Came to YouTube and started giving straight talk, warning people, please be careful in these times. This is an artificially created housing bubble due to government stimulus and stimulus spending. So before we get into today's topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for what should be my final thought and hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these very, very interesting times. All right, folks, so let's go ahead and get right into today's topic. So one of the things that's going on currently, folks, is, and somebody left this in the comments below, is, Wall Street is in big trouble. And one of the things that a lot of people ask me is, do you think the BlackRocks, these big investment companies, are just going to buy up all the single family homes and own the real estate market, turning America into a renter nation? And while this is a very, very important topic, we have again, coming up for air, I have a hard time sometimes reporting these topics, folks, because, there seems so minuscule in the grand scheme of things, of what we're going through globally with our economy right now. There is so much craziness globally, but this will segue us into the topic. And so one of the things you have to understand, folks, is China. China's biggest real estate developer, Evergrande, is on the verge of a full-blown collapse. In what we call contagion, which I always say is fear can spread like wildfire, is what we are at risk of right now. There is huge risk of when that real estate company fails and it grabs the mainstream's attention, and we're already seeing their stock market respond to that. Our stock market has been incredibly just up and down. And again, this is such a volatile investment markets that we're in. It's just could collapse at any given moment. So one of the things you have to understand, folks, is Wall Street. Now, Wall Street, absolutely big. We have big companies like the BlackRocks that are very similar to the Evergrandes in China. And believe me, right now, they are shrinking back. They are not out buying everything that they can right now. Folks, listen. There's no sugarcoating this one. The real estate market is on the verge of a collapse, and the only reason I can say that, folks, I hope you understand this, is it's really rare you're going to get a real estate agent coming and giving you saying what I'm saying, because most real estate agents rely on you buying homes in order to keep a roof over their head. So it would be stupid for them to come and start warning people. I'm very fortunate. I work in real estate because I want to, not because I have to. I have other income streams that pay my bills, that it frees me up to work in real estate the way I see fit. And I absolutely love it. I love real estate. I always tell my viewers, don't be so concerned about owning your house. Be more concerned about owning other people's houses. And that's really what we have to start thinking about, folks, because listen, the reality is that there's no way the housing market or any of the investment markets can sustain themselves. What has clearly, and it's so crystal clear for me, what has taken place is when you inject trillions of dollars in stimulus money, it's gonna pump up these markets. For example, when you got your stimulus money, did you spend it differently than the money you had to work your butt off for? I know I did. When I got that stimulus money, I went out and bought, stuff that I would never have bought had I had to go earn that money. And that's the challenge we're having today, is people got this free money and they started spending it like it was free money, not money they had to work for. We've created a lazy nation that doesn't want to work, and they want to invest this free money into the markets, and then they basically now are gambling with the house's money. We've created such a two-headed monster and don't know how to put it back in its cage. This is a runaway train that has left the station and is not coming back, folks. The one thing we need to do right now is prepare ourselves, even if that's mentally, even that if that's being a realist, even if that's understanding that this is not a normal market. I talked to other realtors yesterday. I was on property doing a final walkthrough for my clients. Met with the seller's agent, great longtime agent, way more experienced than I am. And even, I always ask this question to other agents, and it's always the older seasoned ones that come back with the answer is, I said, what do you think of this market? Do you think we're in a bubble? Do you think this will last? And her response was, this is absolutely a real estate bubble, and it will only last as long as these stimulus programs are going. As soon as they end, this market will end. And she is absolutely right. Now, you can go ask a young new agent, and that's one of the things I warn new agents all the time. There's a lot of agents right now getting into the market. They're studying for their test right now, and there's a good chance by the time they get licensed with a brokerage and start working, this market will have collapsed, and it's going to suck for them. It's just the reality. Right now, people see real estate as this great way to earn a lot of money. And right now, when we see these grandstanding agents bragging how they got their clients off the market in 3 days with 10 offers and went off for over asking price, and they're so happy for their clients, it makes me want to puke. And the reason is because this is not normal to come on. Like for me, this closing that I just did, you will not see it on my social media. You will not see me posting how I just closed a deal and I'm so happy my clients, after we searched for over a year and wrote many offers on different properties, we won this one. It's their dream house. You won't see that from me because I know this won't last. And seasoned agents that I'm talking to that have been agents for a long time, because the new agents, folks, many of them are going to fall on the wayside. They just are not going to make it through this market. So in final thoughts, folks, right now, the BlackRocks are in trouble. Evergrande in China is in big trouble. We are a global economy, and China plays a huge role in our American economy. This is dangerous ground we're in. Insanely dangerous. So again, folks, if you're on the sidelines, congratulations. Again, it is time to be level-headed, earn your wealth mentality, no free handouts. Your time is coming. I've always said this, be patient. Be patient. Be greedy when others are fearful, and fearful when others are greedy. And right now, what we've been seeing is greed in the form of playing Monopoly with the house's money in euphoric, propped up markets. Nothing organic about it. Right now is the time. We have much bigger issues than the real estate investment markets. We are at risk of a full-blown global collapse. And I think we all can agree, whether you want to admit it or not. It's not if we're going to have a global collapse, it's when. Hopefully, it might be in our lifetime. Everything needed to produce one through the pandemic is in play right now. And believe me, there's a lot of people, world elites, that want to collapse this so they can rebuild it how they see fit. You've got to understand that there's two sides to every coin. My job is to continue to just be a realist. Now listen, folks, got money on the sidelines. And BlackRocks, they're shrinking back right now. Believe me, all those big investment companies are watching what's happening in China, and they're not out scooping up properties at the height of the market as much as people want to tell you they are. They're not. They're absolutely not. And so we have to monitor this situation, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm going to continue to come here. I'm going to bring it to you straight. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to help you understand the dynamic we're living in, because when it comes, I want us to be prepared and be able to respond accordingly. I don't want us to be a deer in the headlights, caught off guard, and not be able to weather that storm. I not only want you to be able to weather this storm, I want you to be able to capitalize from any buying opportunity that comes along. Now again, folks, there's buying opportunity now if you know what you're doing, but right now is not the time to speculate. Right now is the time to be safe. I'll bring you some of my advice when it comes to possibly putting your pinky toe into this market. in future videos. So please stay tuned. Again, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below. Go make it count today. We'll see you on the next video.